Well, hello, guys. Welcome back. So, before you yell, yes, I know what I'm doing. I've learned from the absolute best how to be sneaky and underhanded. This is not always a channel where you learn great morals, unfortunately. So, the old man keeps trying to get back in, obviously. And we have a gentleman's agreement going on. And he knows he has to deliver the goods before he gets back in. And before you all yell and throw things at the screen, when has Odin ever kept a promise to anyone ever? So there's no chance of him getting back in. The very worst that's going to happen is I will get everything I asked for, and then I will have to be explaining to you that when you're older, you'll understand. That'll be the very worst that'll happen. The very best that's going to happen is it's going to keep him busy for a while, and he's going to have to go out and at least pretend he's making an effort, and that's going to give me time to recuperate and figure out more strategies. Um, and I told Loki, I said, let's say he does. Let's say by some crazy miracle, Odin does exactly what he promised. I said he'd be better to have as an ally than to have to constantly fight a battle against him. I said, I'm getting tired, I'm getting worn down, and I'd rather negotiate while I can still fight on for a while. And Loki's like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. And I said, I'm not giving up my moral principles, but sometimes you have to go into an alliance with someone you really don't like and really don't trust. And honestly, if you had a choice between fighting the old man and having him on your side, even if you know he's not morally good whatsoever, you'd be better off having him on your side. I'd say keep an eye on him, but you'd be better off having him on your side. Vemmer doesn't think much of this, and he asked me, what the hell do I think I'm doing? And I said, hey, would you rather have him on our side for at least the present moment, or would you rather have him, continually fighting against us? I think you're stupid. And Loki kind of knows what I mean. The old man is extremely fickle, and the longer I've resisted, the higher my property value has gone up in the old man's eyes. That's something good. He was following me around, saying all sorts of nice things to me about how underhanded and sneaky I've gotten. And he goes, how do I know I can trust you, my dear? I said, you're just going to have to trust me, old man. So, we kind of do enjoy our battles. And I know he doesn't have any moral compass whatsoever. And, I'm a Gemini, and we can be morally ambivalent. We can be. We don't mean to hurt people. We don't go out of our way to hurt people. But, at the same time, we're kind of like babies. We'll do what we want to do, and we really won't have the foresight to think of hurting anyone else. We won't try to, but we don't do it from a place of being malicious. It's just how we are. We're morally ambivalent. That's why a lot of people don't trust Geminis. We try to be good people, but at the same time, if we can figure a way around the rules and nobody gets hurt, who really cares? So I get this sense of pride. Um, so the old man might be back in, but don't worry, I'm not a fool. He already taught me off the others to have the goods in my hands before, I make any kind of negotiation. We did make a gentleman's agreement and shake on it. And, it was what we call the black gloves aspect, which means it was like one of the very worst aspects of the old man. But I said, if he goes against his word, I have enough demons in place that would take exception to that. And remember, he bluffs a lot, so he's not the most powerful deity in the universe, though he'd like to think he is. And he's not strong enough, if you remember the dreams, to get into a church himself or do other things. And there was just a thing in the news about a guy, I swear to Christ, driving into a church and then setting it on fire. And thankfully, nobody got hurt. And there was a fire somewhere else in another church. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck the old man is up to, why I'm suddenly such a valuable ally. But we'll see. We'll see. Don't worry, guys. I'm not stupid. I know what I'm doing. The old man's not going to deliver anyways. If he delivers, I'll be fucking surprised. And I told him my limits. He doesn't hurt me, he doesn't hurt the property. And he smiled at me and he goes, I taught you really well. Because he goes, you didn't care about anyone else. You just protected yourself and your property. I said, well, nobody has me in their will, so do your best, old man. But, he's thinking about things. We'll see. It's not like he's going to go out, guys, in case you're wondering. He's not going to go out and find some family member I don't know about that put me in their will and, off them. It's just, he likes to make promises. And I had actually asked him for a favor, and he kept upping the favor, making it even better. And I'm like, "Pfft, yeah, right, but we'll see." And Mammon's told me I'm a damn fool and I don't know what I'm doing. I said, he's not going to come through. I said, have you come through? No, you haven't come through. I said, is he going to come through? No, don't worry about it. So, look, he's like, I hope you know what you're doing. I know what I'm doing, guys. I know what I'm doing. It's going to give me time to have breathing space, and it's going to give him a task to do that it's going to be impossible to do. I've dealt with the old man for years now, and he makes promises like this all the time. We call them Odin promises. And he always fails with Lokeans every single time. He's not getting back in. I just bought myself time. So I just bought myself time to strategize is what I did. He's not getting back in. Don't worry. Um, he can charm his people, but he's just as susceptible to charm and flattery. That's something you should remember when you work with him. Usually gods, I've noticed their skill set is also their weakness. So if they're good at talking and you can talk very well, they admire that. And if they're good at using charm and being very highly complimentary and everything, and you can reflect that back to them, is kind of their Achilles heel. So work the system, that's what I say. That's what we're doing right now. So don't get mad. Don't, delete your subscription or something. But if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. We're going to work the system in our favor. He's better to have as an ally, but as I said, he's not going to come through, so you guys don't have to worry. So we will see you guys later. Bye-bye.